Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, the 31st day of January, the 15th of Shvat. That's Tu B Shvat. Okay, so Tu B Shvat has arrived. We've been telling you about it for a couple of days now. When the actual day of Tu B Shvat arrives, we've told you all the special things that you can do with fruit on this day. And otherwise, you won't see too many changes in halacha on this day, other than the fact that it's a festive day, and we won't say tachanun. But otherwise, no Hallel, no Yom Tov. Some people have a special seder. It'll look to most people like a regular day, but do try to include the fruits of Israel in your meals, and a shechianu fruit would be a good idea, and stuff like that. Now, a special lesson from some of the special things about the fruits of Israel here goes. Some trivia for you. In 1890, a man called Rav Zev Yavetz in the area of Zichron Yaakov planted a whole batch of trees with some special students, and he did it on Tu B Shvat. And that sort of became the, I don't know, a motto or like the way of Israel is to always plant trees and always plant trees. Just as another piece of trivia for you, Israel is the only country in the world with a net gain of trees going into the 21st century. We put a lot of importance on trees and keeping the land of Israel fruitful, and it's the only country in the world that's increasing in trees, whereas many are just cutting them down, cutting them down, cutting them down. According to the Medrash, wheat, believe it or not, I know everybody says that the fruit that they ate in the Garden of Eden was an apple, but that's not true. There are four opinions as to what that fruit was, and one, most amazingly, was wheat. That's because the Eitz Hadas, the tree of knowledge, in the time of the Garden of Eden, was actually a tree. When they ate from it and they sinned, and there were punishments and everything, one of the punishments that happened was what the wheat stalk became, the wheat tree became a stalk. And according to that medrash, in the future, when we come to the end of days, it'll go back to being a tree again. Scientists would probably freak out if they heard that, but that is what the medrash says. Now let's learn some other lessons about the other special 7 species of Israel on this day of Tu B'Shvat. Barley. Barley is number 2, and it grows even in drought, which is a great lesson to Jews, because even when we are in difficult situations, we continue to thrive and grow. Some of the greatest rabbis of the Balei HaTosfos, or those rabbis, they lived in the times of the Crusades and yet wrote all of their Torah and everything like the barley. Grapevine looks very, very weak on the outside, right? Doesn't look powerful, doesn't have a strong trunk or anything, and yet it yields beautiful fruit. So too the Jews. We could look like a weak nation, but we yield amazing fruit. The olive. The olive branch has always been a sign of peace, and you know that, and it's a sign for us to always be striving towards peace amongst each other, especially not telling Lashon Hara and all of those bad things. Figs, a great lesson to learn from them is that they ripen at different times, and someone who's raising a fig tree has to be very diligent to spot which fig is ripening when. And that diligence is a sign of how we have to be in our Torah studies. Pomegranate. It looks kind of like all dry on the outside, and you never really know it until you open a pomegranate to know how it's bursting with beautiful, beautiful pit after pit after pit, luscious and everything. And that's how Jews are, filled with mitzvos like a pomegranate. And we can also learn something from dates. Dates are tall and cast a long shadow, which is a great sign that we're in this world, and the long shadow is representative of how our great rewards are really waiting for us in the world to come. Okay, have a very meaningful Tu B'Shvat, and if you need any of the halachas that go in with it, look back at our halachas from the last 3 days where we've been doing all the details. Have a very meaningful day on this, the New Year of the Trees. Bye-bye. Log on again tomorrow for more.